This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we will go for tuple str methods. Right. So basically, first we will try to finish off the things we have still left over. So we are going to work with the reverse method and the sort method. Okay, so reverse method and the sort method. So first reverse. Okay, and what you have to observe here is what is this in place. Okay, so what is this in place? Okay. So generally, when you are doing some changes, when you are doing some changes on the list, okay, for example, I want to append one element. Okay, so I want to append one element. Now let's say I will say 5, comma 8, comma 9. Okay, so these are the list elements, and I want to append one element. Okay, lst dot append of say 6. Now what will happen? Lst dot append of 6. Okay, so generally what happens, lst will be now changed to, okay, lst now will be changed to 90. Okay, right. So what you need to do here is you need to use that function only, so that function will add one element. Then what is exactly happened when you are using reverse in place? Okay, so okay, let me give you a general ideology. So now let's say I have a list 589. Okay, I have a list 589. Okay, now I will say lst dot reverse. Okay, so lst dot reverse. So now for example, if I'm saying lst dot reverse, now directly lst will be, okay, so directly lst will be reverse. Okay, in place in the sense, so you don't have to assign a new value or anything. Okay, so you the changes will happen directly on the list. The changes will happen. So in place means the whole reverse, the whole list reversed will get reversed without without any assignment. So that is the in place meaning. In place meaning is, so you don't have to assign it to a new variable or anything like that. So directly it will take place. So that is the advantage of the reverse method. Okay, that is the advantage of the reverse method. So in place is very important. Okay, right. So now coming to the sort method. So what does a sort method do? So generally sort will sort the list in which order? Ascending order. Now numbers ascending we understand. Okay, so now for example I will say, okay, let me go for 5876. lst is equal to 5896 other. Now I will say lst dot sort. Okay, if I'm saying lst dot sort, so what will happen with lst again? Now all the elements will be sorted in the sense, in ascending order, sorted in the ascending order. Okay, now by default it becomes ascending order. Now for example, you see here reverse is equal to false. So what is applied directly? Reverse is equal to false is applied. So when reverse is equal to false, automatically what has taken place? Ascending order has come. Now what I'll do, I will say reverse is equal to true. What I'll say now? Reverse is equal to true. So when I say reverse is equal to true, automatically, if you observe, the list has become sorted in descending order. Sorted in which order? Descending order. Okay, so generally by default it is which order? Ascending order. So why it is becoming ascending order? It is becoming ascending order because of this reverse is equal to false. Now when it will become descending order? It will become descending order when you are saying reverse is equal to true. When you are saying reverse is equal to true, it will become which order? Descending order. Understanding my point? So ascending order, descending. Ascending order means 5, 6, 8, 9 because the original list is 5, 8, 9. So generally numbers means you can easily understand. So suppose if you are using strings, we are using strings, it will become I mean it will become sorted in dictionary order. Dictionary order, you know, no? So dictionary order, capital A, small a, okay, small a will be first, capital A will be next. So like that it will be. But in the real time, sorting is mainly worked with numbers. Sorting is mainly worked with numbers. So that's why I give number. Okay. Now when I'm talking about this key, okay, so you are also looking at key. You're also looking at what? Key. So what is this key, sir? Now we will say we will use key for making our customized sorting. Okay, key is used for what? Key is used for key argument is used for customized sorting. Used for what? Customized sorting. Okay, I'll give you a small example. Okay, now let's say I have a list of city names. Okay, list of city names. Let's say Delhi. Okay, let's say Goa. Okay, so let's say Hyderabad. Okay, so Delhi, Goa, and Hyderabad. Right now, generally, if you are using list, so it will come in which order? It will come in which order? It will come in ascending order. Ascending order means the dictionary order. Ascending order means the dictionary order. Okay, so dictionary order. Now D first, G next, and H. Yes or no? Right? So if the first letter is same, it will compare the second letter. If the second letter is also same, compare the third letter like that. Okay. Now key. Now what I want is I want sorting to be done according to the length. According to the length means it is my customized option. Okay. So what I will do is I will create a function. I create a function. Okay. So fun customized. Okay. So my customized order. I will say some D. Okay. Now what I'll do, I will say return D dot, sorry, return len of D. Return len of D. Okay, what I'm doing, sir? I am going for, okay, sort key is equal to that fun cust. Okay, means you return the length. I will order according to the length. I'll order according to the length. So that is the advantage. Okay. Now if you observe, okay, one second. So now if you observe what you got, Goa, Delhi and Hyderabad. Okay. How I got that? Because we said you return the length. So you return the length of each character. So Delhi will go first. What is Delhi actually? What is Delhi? Delhi is 5, right? Delhi how many characters? 5 characters. So Delhi is 5 characters. So Goa is how many characters? 3. So Hyderabad is how many characters? Okay, 9 characters. Okay. Now what is the order? 3, 5 and 9. So 3, 5 and 9. If the length is same, again dictionary order will take place. If the length is same, again dictionary order will take place. Okay. If there is some other city with H or with D, okay. So what will the D becomes first. Okay. So in that way, we use that. Okay. So that's the way that we use the key here. Okay. We use the key argument. Understanding my point? So if you want some customization, so that customization can be done with the help of the key argument, with the help of the key argument. So customization always will be done with the help of the function, with the help of the function. Is that clear? Okay, so that is how the sorting works. Okay, so that is how the sorting works. So these are all the list methods. So these two were pending yesterday. So that's why I just wanted to finish them. Okay, now we will move on to the string method. Okay, str method. Str method, all of them are not required, but some of them very important ones we will discuss. Okay, first of all, okay. So before going to string, so we will talk about tuple. So tuple is what? It is similar to a list. It is similar to a list. So tuple is similar to a list. So what is tuple? Tuple is similar to a list. Similar to a list. So tuple is similar to a list, but it is immutable. But it is immutable. Immutable. Okay. Immutable means append will not work, extend will not work. Okay. Immutable means no changes. Okay. So if you are having a couple of elements, no changes will be accepted. What will not be accepted? Changes will not be accepted. Okay, so append out of the way. Okay, append will not work, extend will not work, sort will not work, reverse will not work. Okay, so but only methods which do not do any changes, that only will work. Okay, now what are the methods that will work? Okay, TTL is equal to, we'll create a small tuple. Okay, so for convenience, I am having only numbers, but anyhow, you can, okay, how to create a tuple? So you can create a tuple this way. Okay, so TTL, so simply create a tuple here. Okay, so TPL. Okay, so TPL, so TPL is how much now? Uh, Having 5, 8, and 9. So TPL is having 5, 8, and 9. Okay, now whenever I'm saying tuple, you are having all these elements. Now, if I want to know the methods, okay, so which methods will work? Which methods will work? So dir of TPL. Now see, what are only two methods working? Count and index. So count and index. So we have only two. What is the first one? Count. What is the second one? Index. Append is not there, extend is not there. No other methods are available. Even copy is also not there. Yes? Yes or no? So that is why tuple is similar, but it contains only two methods. What is the first method? Count. So TPL of count. Okay. So TPL of count, what it will do? Okay. Yeah. So count of 5. Okay. How many characters are there? How many characters are there? Of 5, only one character. I mean, only one number rather. Yes. Now, for example, if I am saying 7, how many sevens are there? 0 sevens are there. How many sevens are there? 0 sevens are there. Right? Yes. Got it? Clear or not? Okay. So in that way, tuple will work. And you know index also. So what is index? So TPL dot index of 5. So what is index of 5? Index of 5 is going to be 0. Index of 5 is going to be 0. Now, for example, if I am asking index of 9, what I will get? I will get 2. I'll get 2. Okay. Now, for example, if I am asking index of 7, is index of 7 available? No. So, what it will give you? It will give you the value error. It will give you the value error. Getting my point? Yes. So, this is the way we have to use the tuple method. So tuple is similar to what? Tuple is similar to list. In every way it is similar, but the only big change is it is immutable. So there we won't be applying which methods? Updatable methods. We will not be applying updatable methods. Got my point? Yes or no? So in this way you are looking at the thing, right? Okay. Now let's go for the string. Okay. So str means what? Str is a collection of one or more characters. One or more characters enclosed in enclosed in quotes. Enclosed in quotes. So we have four types of quotes. Remember, single quotes, double quotes. Okay, so you have triple single quotes and you have triple double quotes. You have triple double quotes, right? Right. So that is what is a string basically. Okay, it is also immutable. It is also immutable. Immutable in the sense no changes. We cannot make any changes. We cannot make any changes. Yes. Okay. Now let's create s1 is equal to, okay, so s1 is equal to hello Python. Okay, how hello Python can be represented? How hello Python can be represented? So HELLO, right? PYTHO and N. Same index and everything same. Yes, index and everything same. Got it? Yes or no? So hello Python. So index again -1, -2, all that also will be there. Right. Then next we are going to talk about the method. So now how can I get the list of the methods? Okay. So generally, yeah. So I will create the same again. Hello Python. I will say dir of s1. Okay. If you observe here, so you are getting all the methods. You are getting all the methods. See, capitalize, so many methods. So, but we will not be working with all of them. So, we will be taking some important ones only. Okay, I'll just take off the things which are not required. Encode, expand tabs. Okay, so format map. So, these are all not required. These also I'll tell you one or two. You can work with the other. Okay, so we'll go for the important things only. Okay, right. Now these are all the set of methods, but we'll not go for everything. Okay, not required. So now, for example, if I'm saying help of S1, now you have to observe that we will not get the documentation for list. Okay. So generally for list and all, you are getting the documentation completely. Okay. But you are not getting the documentation for this directly. Okay. What you have to do then, you have to say, instead of that, you say help of str, help of str. So that is how you will get it. Okay. You will get the help, but in a different way. In a different way. Okay. Now let's understand all these methods. Okay. Right. As I told you, we will be going for only important things. We will save our time. Okay. So first we will be, yeah. So let me copy the things. Yeah, from capitalize. Uh, all these are the methods. So see, all the help you will get from the documentation. Okay, so a lot of time can be saved. Okay, so up to Z. So first we will work with capitalize. The first method we will work with what? Capitalize. So whenever so the documentation you can read later. So what it gives you? It gives you the capitalized version of the string. What it gives you? It gives you the capitalized version of the string. So what do you mean by capitalized version? The first character will have uppercase and all the other things will be in lowercase. All the other things will be in lowercase. So first will be capital. First will be capital and all the other things are into lowercase. Now for example, if I say S1 is equal to Python, Python programming, Python programming. Okay. Now let's say S1 dot capitalize, S1 dot capitalize, S1 dot capitalize. So what you are getting? P became capital or not? And one thing that you have to observe is S1 won't change. Is S1 changing? S1 is giving you the capitalized is giving you the capitalized version. That's it. S1 will never change. Okay, don't think that S1 will change because S1 is S1 is immutable. S1 is immutable. What is the meaning of capitalized? What is the work of capitalized? The work of capitalized is to make the first character uppercase and the rest will be lowercase. Rest will be lowercase. So, sorry, uppercase, upper function. Okay. Next is case fold. So, what is this case fold, sir? Case fold means, so generally, now for example, uh, comparison, isn't it? Okay, now for example, I'm comparing Python equals to Python. Okay, now generally both are same, isn't it? But what you are getting? You are getting false. Why you are getting false? Because in this you have all small letters and this is a capitalized version. This is a capitalized version. So what case fold will do, case fold, suppose for example if I am saying directly case fold means try to you try to ignore the cases when you are comparing, especially when you are comparing you try to ignore what, ignore the cases, you try to ignore the cases. So whenever you are saying, see, Python case fold, what you are getting, you are getting the lower case, you are getting the lower case. Okay, so literally what is happening, so you are getting the lower case, you are getting the lower case. And if you are running this also, you are getting the lower case. So lower case equal to lower case. Are they both same now? Are they both same? Yes or no? Now for example, if I am saying T, if I am saying T, okay, if I am saying N, okay, I am saying case 4. What will happen? What will happen? It is turned into what? Lowercase. It is turned into lowercase. So now Python.case 4. Again, it is also turned into lowercase. Yes. So why it is turned into lowercase completely? Because of this case fold. So while comparison case fold will be used. Understanding? Okay. So simply ignoring the cases. When you are comparing, you will ignore the cases. Okay, that's the point there. Okay. Then center. Okay. So what the center will do, sir? So center will be padding. Okay, center will be padding. Okay, so center will be padding. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, guys. Okay. So when you are working with center actually, so what does the center will do? So center will basically work with the padding. Center will work with the padding. So what is this padding and everything? We will understand. Okay. Now let's say I have S1 is equal to, let's say, Java. Okay. So S1 is equal to Java. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to make it 15 characters 15 characters, but I want to fill that gap of that 15 characters. Okay, how I can do, sir? S1 dot center. So I want to make how many characters? 15 characters. and I want to fill with the star. Okay. Now see what happened. What happened now? So Java went to the center, and on the left side you have stars and the right side you have stars. So total 15 will come. Total 15 will come and it will distribute. It will distribute left spaces and the right spaces. With what? With the star. With the star. So if you are not giving any star or anything, it will automatically give you spaces. It will automatically give you what? So if you are not giving this, it will automatically give you spaces. Okay. So now you got the space or not? Yes. Understanding my point? Yes. If you are not giving star or just for formatting. So just for making the data perfect, you can go for this. Yes. Understanding my point? No. So that is center basically. Okay, so you have the functions called right center, left center, that you can work it out. So right center means R center means it will give the stars or spaces on the right. So left also you can give. Okay, so that you can work it out. Then going for the count. Okay, count you already know. Okay, so but you need to understand the parameters. Okay, so what are the parameters here? Now this is just a string. Sub. Count of sub means what? Count of sub means so you are counting the counting the occurrence of a particular character or a string. Particular character or a string. Now for example, I will say Python is an object oriented programming language. Programming language. So Python is an object-oriented programming language. So now I want to count. Okay, Python is great. Something. Okay. So now I want to count how many Pythons are there in this. Okay. So I'll say count of Python. I'll say count of Python. Okay. S1 dot count of Python. How many Pythons are there in that string? There are two Pythons, yes or no? So here is one Python and here is one more Python. So it is counting what? It is counting Pythons. It is counting Pythons. Understanding? So that is count. Now what is the start and? These are optional. So start and end means I want to count Python starting from 10. Starting from 10. Now tell me how much I got? 1. Why? Because it is starting the count from where? It is starting the count from 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is starting from here. Starting from here, how many I have? I have only 1. Yes. So that's how it works. And now, for example, if I am saying you start from 10, go on up to the length of the string. Go on up to the length of the string. So obviously there also you will get 1. Why? Because that will also consider this. Here. So count start and stop also you need to consider. Start means from where should I start. Stop means end means where I should end. Where I should end the search. Where I should end the search. Got it? Okay. Now encoding. Okay, so these you can skip. So ends with. So what does ends with do? So ends with again same thing. Okay, so this also you can take off. Okay, ends with. So whenever you are talking about ends with, now let's say Python object oriented programming. Okay. Let me take S1 is equal to same thing. Okay, S1 dot ends with S1 dot ends with ing. Ends with what? Ing. S1 dot ends with ing. Is it ending with ing? So we are getting true. Is it ending with ing? We are asking. Is it ending with ing? Yes. Yes means true. Yes means true. Now, for example, if I am asking the same question with different string, is it ending with HON? So the answer would be false. Why, sir? It is not ending with HON. Got it? That is ends with. That is ends with. Okay, next is find. So what does find do here? So find, same thing. So uh, find a particular character. Okay, character or string or anything. Now same thing like find this one, but the result will be different, of course. Now, what does find do? So the documentation you can learn later. Okay, so we will not waste time in learning the documentation. That is your job. So find Python. So where is Python? Python is at 0th index. Python is at which index? Python is at 0th index. Yes or no? Okay. Obviously, from you can start from 10. So after 10, where it is? It is at 51. It is at 51. Okay. Then same thing. From 10 to len of S1. From 10 to len of S1. Obviously, it will. Okay. 10 comma len. Okay. So 10 comma. So 10 comma len S1. Now what I got? I got 51. Yes or no? So what exactly I'm trying to do here? I am trying to find. I'm trying to find. Okay. Now, if I am trying to find a string which is not available, okay, find Java. So find of Java. So find of Java, if I am saying, I'm getting -1. Why? Why I'm getting -1? Because Java is not available. Java is not available. If anything is not available, what I will get? I will get -1. I'll get -1. Yes or no? Don't think that -1 is the last index. So that is not the case. -1 means if you are not finding. If you are not finding. Okay. Next, we'll talk about the format. So what is this format style? Okay. Now let's understand. So if you have come for, okay, now I think you won't come here, right? Okay. So it is something similar to backticks in UI programming. Okay, anyhow, most of you may not be there. Okay, now I will say hello. Okay, today I am going to add, okay, to get, right? So now what I'll do is I will say dot format 10 comma 20 comma 10 plus 20. So tell me what I've done here. Today I'm going to add, okay, what I did here, format, dot format. So where this 10 is going? 10 is going into this block. Where 20 is going? 20 is going to this block. Where 10 plus 20 is going to this block. Understanding my point? Yes. So like this, you can put the block. So generally, if I don't have the format, okay, so if I don't have the format, uh, okay, so this is without format. See how confusing it will be. So without format, it is going to be confusing. How, sir? Okay, I will say 10. Okay, I will say 10, and here again I will say, so confusing it will be. Okay, and comma 20, and here I will have, okay, comma, no format, without format. So without format, I will have 10. Okay. So otherwise, what I'll do is a is equal to 10. That also I can do. B is equal to 20. Here I'll write A. Here I'll write B. And here I'll write A plus B. Okay. Now see how confusing it is. not hashing. Yeah. Okay. Is it confusing or not? Yes or no? Okay. So hello, I am going to add 10 and 20 to get 30. It is confusing or not? So instead of that, I am using this. Which one is easy? Which format is easy? Without format is easy. With format is easy, right? So that's the way you can use the format. So commas. So a lot of confusion will be there. Lot of confusion will be there. So if I don't want all that confusion, I can go for the format. I can go for the format. So that's the advantage of format. Okay, right. Now, now index. So index something similar to find. Okay, something similar to find. So in find what we have done. So same thing. Okay, so we will do we'll have the same things, but instead of find we will go for index. Okay, so here we will say index, here also we will say index, here also we will say index, so here also we will say index. Okay, now s1, so what I got 0, same result. Okay, so s1 dot index, same result. Okay, so here also same result, but here the result will change. The result will change when you have which error? Value error. Means that value is not there. So in find you have -1. In find you have -1. But here what you find? What you have got? You have got the value error. You have got the value error. Got my point? Yes or no? So you have got the value error. Okay. So in that way you are going to look at that. Right. Then. Okay, as I told you, one of them I'll tell you, others you can easily understand. Now, is al num. So return true if the string is alphanumeric. If the string is alphanumeric, means alphabets and numeric. I will allow alphabets or numerics. Okay. So suppose S1 is equal to ABC 1 2 3. Okay, ABC 1 2 3. S1 dot is al num. S1 dot is al num. So what you are getting here? You are getting true. You are getting true. Okay. Now I will have at the rate. Now why false? Because it's a special character. It's a special character. Yes or no? So in the same way you can find alpha. Okay, others will be easy. Alpha you can find. Okay, I'll put the easy ones only. Okay, E is ASCII. These are not very much required. So E is decimal you can know. So you can just read the documentation and you can understand. If you're not understanding, you can ask. So E is digit. Okay, E is identifier. You can take off. Not required. E is numeric. E is lower. Okay. E is printable. Not required. So E is space. Okay. E is title. Okay. E is upper. Okay. So you will do all these things. Easy. Very easy. Okay. You can check out later. Now join. So when you see join here, okay, we have the example also, if you can observe. So you are joining A, B, P, Q and R, S with what? With the dots. What is join doing here? Join is joining the string with a given string. With a given string. Now for example, okay, we'll take our own example. S1 is equal to, suppose I will have a list. Okay. So Python is great. Something. Okay. Now what is S1 here? S1 is a list of string. S1 is a list of string. So now I want, okay. So now I want something like, okay, this. Okay, I want to add this. Python is great. I want to add that string. So what I'll do, I'll say join of S1, join of S1. Now tell me what happened. Python is great. Did it join or not? So Python is good. These three strings are joined by what? Are joined by this. Are joined by this. Got it? That is what is join. That is what is join. 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 Okay. Right. So that's the way it goes. So LJust, I told you, right? You have center. So center, you have Java in the center, and on the left and the right you have stars. So this is left justification. So it will left justify the string of that width. So it is like center. Okay. So it is like, okay, I'll say, I'll give you hint here. It is like left center. Okay. Left center, right? Okay. Right. Lower. So when you say, so it will be in alphabetical order. Okay. So lower. So what does lower do here? Lower will convert. Okay. Yes. Lower will convert this Python into lowercase. Python into lowercase. One more thing that you have to observe is S1 will not change. Will S1 change? No, definitely not. Why S1 will not change? Because S1 is immutable. S1 is immutable. Understanding my point? Yes or no? Okay. Now L strip you will know later, because strip we will understand. Okay. So remove suffix and remove prefix. Remove suffix and remove prefix. Okay, so now whenever I am talking about, let's say with the given prefix string removed if present. Okay, now for example, so now x1 is equal to Java Python program. So Java Python program, let's say. Okay, now I want to remove. Okay, so remove prefix. So I want to remove prefix Java. Okay, what I want to remove? I want to remove prefix Java. Okay. Okay. Now tell me what happened. Java is removed or not? But will there be any change to S1? Obviously, no change. No change. So S1 will not change. That you have to remember all the time. The base string will never change. Base string will never change. I think now remove suffix you can do. Okay, so that I will leave it to you. Okay. So then replace. Now see, R find R index. R find R index means right find right index. So that you can do it later. So replace. So you are replacing the old with a new. Okay. So what is this? Count is equal to -1 will do. Count will do maximum number of replacement. Count will do maximum number of, -1 will do maximum number of replacement. But you can give your own things also. Now let's say S1 is equal to, okay, I will say uh, today we are learning Python. Today we are learning Python. Okay, right. So now what I'll do is S1 dot replace. Okay, so I will put the old one. Old one is today, and I want to put the new one. Okay, today we will learn Python. Tomorrow we will learn Python. Okay, something like that. Now tell me what happened. Tomorrow we will learn Python. Replacement taken place? Yes or no? Replacement taken place or not? S1 will not change, obviously. Okay. Now, how many occurrences are there? All that will come into the picture. Okay. Now let's say, right. What I will do is, I will change. Okay. So I'll say today. Right. So what I will do is, I will say S1 replace today. Okay. Replace capital T with, okay, small t with capital T, right? Only at one place, only at one place, only at one place, right? So here also you have T, but is the T changed? Is the T changed? Is the T changed? Okay, we'll go for W otherwise. Okay, W, capital W. Okay. Now I will run this again. Now tell me what happened. How many W's are changed? How many W's are changed? One. Because we said only one change I want. Only one change I want. So you make only one change. You make only one change. So we made only one change. Okay. So that's what the replace. You can replace string also. You can replace a character also. Is that clear? Yes or no? Understood my point? Okay. Then our partition is not required. So you can get away from this. Okay, R split, you will work with split and strip. So those two are enough. Okay, so split starts with, I think we will know. Okay, now split we will understand. So what is this split basically? So this is exactly opposite to the join. Python programs are boring. Okay, Python programs are boring. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to split. Okay, I want to split. So split, what I'm doing, I am not giving anything. I'm not giving anything. Okay, so now for example, if I'm saying this, now tell me what happened. Automatically the split, happened on space. Split happened on what? Split happened on space. Split happened on space. So split happened on what? Split happened on space. Split happened on what? Split happened on space automatically. Yes. Okay. Now, for example, sir, I don't have split. I don't have space. Now, let's say, right? Okay, are boring. Okay, so simply I will run this. Now, tell me what happened. No space is there. No space is there means no split. So what I can do here, I can go. Okay, 1 second. That I'll give the example. So is there any split here? Why? Why there is no split? Why there is no split? Because there is no space, no? If no space is there, no split. Now, for example, I want split on hyphen. Now tell me what happened. Splitting took place or not? Yes or no? Okay. And you have the second parameter. What is the second parameter, you know? Second parameter is max split is equal to 2. Max split is equal to 2. Okay. So what I want here? I want max split is equal to 2. So you get me two splits. You get me two splits. And whatever is remaining, you put in the third one. Getting my point? Am I clear? Yes or no? So in this way, you are going to work with the splitter. So work with the split. Okay. Now starts with, I think you can do. So strip. So what we'll do here. So we will strip the data. So stripping means, now for example, I have x1 is equal to space Java program and say space again. Now s1 dot, okay, strip, s1 dot strip. So now what will happen? You will get the spaces removed. You will get the spaces removed. Before space is removed and after space is removed or not? This middle space will not be removed because it is a part of the string. But these spaces are not required for it. So that is why we did not remove them. We did not remove them. Got it? Yes. So that is what is strip. That is what is strip. So then swap case. What is swap case, sir? Swap case is going to be, okay, translate is not required. Okay. So what is swap case, sir? Swap case means, now for example, same thing. I will take this. Now we will try to make this. Okay, so this is like nesting of the function. What is this? So strip it first and swap the cases. Okay. Now tell me what happened. Upper became lower and lower became upper. Upper became lower and lower became upper. It is as simple as that. Okay. Now title case. What is this title case? So title case means, okay, same thing. What I'll have is I'll have J and I'll have P. Okay. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, fine. This is fine. Now tell me what happened. So swap case. Okay, we will say title. So title. So title. So what is title now? Every word, first letter became capital. Every word, first letter became capital or not? Yes. So in that way, you take it. Okay. Next, upper. So when I'm talking about upper here, so what is upper? Upper means, what is upper? You convert everything into upper. Convert everything into upper. Okay. Now I'll not use all that. Right. So S1 dot upper. S1 dot upper. Right. Understood the point? Is that clear? We convert everything into which case? Upper case. Right. Okay. Then Z fill. What is Z fill? Z fill is zero fill. Z fill means what? Zero fill. Now, for example, I have S1 is equal to, yeah, it is something similar to center. It is something similar to center, but it will fill with zeros. Zeros only. It will fill with what? Zeros only. So Z fill of, let's say, 10. Now tell me what happened. Java came to the rightmost and all left filled with what? Zeros. All left filled with zeros. So these are the string methods. So some 90% of the methods I've told you, 10% methods I have left it to you. So you please go through all of them. If you have any doubts, any questions, you can ask. Right? So easy ones I have left it over to you. Okay. So the important ones and the ones which require some knowledge, okay, that I have shared. Okay. So please go home and do the other stuff. Okay. So this is all about the string methods. All about which methods? String methods. Right. So in our next session, we will be understanding the dictionary methods. So once the dictionary methods are finished, so you can go into the other stuff. Okay. Got it? Okay. So thank you. So anyone online having any doubts, any questions, you also can ask me, no problem. So Jayasimha Reddy, Saujanya, any questions, any queries, you can ask me right now.
No
Okay.
question, sir.
Oh,
No, sir.
great. Yeah, yeah, great. Go through that, and uh, okay, you can ask me later, no problem. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye, bye, everyone.